some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bankston. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Georgia's offense will go to work first. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. The inside handoff. Hard running there. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. The Dogs will hustle to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Breaks the tackle. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. The play action fake. He's taking the shot. Makes a grab on the shot. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Segal. Dumps it off in the flats. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Here on 3rd down for this offense. Looking to throw again. Gets it out quickly. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? 3rd down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day 1 install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This opening drive, methodical, efficient. They'll snap it for the 9th time on 3rd and short. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. To see them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like,
turning on the Jets. The 30. He's at the touchdown Longhorns. He got a step and just dusted the field.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bankston. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Fighting off the defender. Turning it on! They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bulldogs come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. To the air, it's Siegel. Zings it complete to the right. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
The Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Fires to the big fella. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. Quick release by the QB. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Give to the back. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
from the red zone, looking for a space. Quick strike complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air, it's Segal. Got it in the middle, it's Kramer. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Georgia going up tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and take it back. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Going right to work up top. Quick completion on the out.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Complete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Longhorns, with trickery and deception, they snap it to the up man. And the gamble works in their favor this time as they pick up the first down. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Trying to escape and get it himself. There he goes. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO because everybody was covered. He just takes off and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the 2nd level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown Longhorns! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up.
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Flying down the right side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Dogs!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gets rid of it. The short hands. It's Bauer. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. Past the 1st down marker and still running. Past the 20. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. The Longhorns are on the move. The give to the right. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Line getting set on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. The Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's got his man. Sweet spin. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And the Longhorns had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Wrestled down at that 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude.
Oh, he's got some space. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. And the Dogs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Dropping back, it's Siegel. Firing to the right, complete. The quick feet, the acceleration, the vision, and he works his way to the 44. The Dogs headed quickly to the line. Now the play fake. Floating away. past the 30. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Uga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. The give on the option. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia. Great job by the back on the option.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Akron came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks inside InfoCision Stadium had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse.
At the 35, he's loose.
All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Caught near the sticks. It's Bauer. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. And the Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left.
There he goes to the left. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Looking for a man. It's Segal. Sends it downfield. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, the offense is trying to go downfield and be aggressive. I think that receiver has got to do a better job fighting for the football. He just didn't really put in a great effort, and that's what helped the defender swat it away.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. A strike downfield. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And his throw is incomplete.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Wide open downfield. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to throw on first down. He'll get rid of it. He's got an open man. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Offense set on first down. Wants to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He's going to run it. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. To the air, it's Siegel. Complete to the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers, and heck, go chase it.
He's got it out.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
Texas, 42. Georgia, 28.
He'll bring it out. It's Bankston. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. To the air on first down. He's going for it all. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Sets up the screen. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on third down. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Wants to bring it back. And there he goes. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Here comes the Texas offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The Longhorns are threatening in the red zone. This is a designed run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. start with this type of field position and have to settle for a field goal, this is a big third down coming up. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Finds his man in the middle. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. And the Bulldogs want to crank the tempo.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Offense lining up quickly.
Brings up second down.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. The sure hands, it's Kramer. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up third down.
Looking to throw, it's Segal. Trying to get behind the defense. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. They'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw it. Got his man quickly. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Using his legs, it's Kramer. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now facing a third and long.
Third down coming up.
From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Houston endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Clutch City, and the Cougs came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is still a W. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. He'll keep it himself. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He'll do it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
On the play.
On the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop the run and be physical. And then guess what? It gets into passing situations. Now I'm quick. Now I'm on the edge. Now I'm making that quarterback's life a living you-know-what.
When they're cornering the market on fakes, here comes another one. Oh, they are all over him. That never had a chance, and the fake blows up in their face. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. Use the play fake, now to throw. Into the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Going with the counter play here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Quarterback on the keeper. Gets it past the marker. At the 45 on his way. Flying down the left side. Touchdown Longhorns! And the route is on.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
He'll bring it out. It's Bankston. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. From the gun, running back on the move. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Looking to pass. It's Siegel. Makes the grab. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. He lost one down the sideline. Go to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Georgia going back to work with another 1st down.
Get set, get set.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. What will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go? They'll move the tight end. Just keeps swinging it. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Dogs! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point.
56, Georgia, 38.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch.
Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. He'll keep it himself. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Longhorns can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll do it himself. At the 20, he's got space. What a run. Takes it all the way down to the 11-yard line before he's forced out.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Texas! And the stomping has commenced. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the result.
Turning it on! Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Reads it, fires complete.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Jukes his way for more. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Segal. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Dogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And they will score! Touchdown, Georgia!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Georgia, 45.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, David.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the ball.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Well, these guys have gotten off to a great start, getting out of the gate 3-0. Jesse,